Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Home Cooking. You got the chef Alan here, and you got the Bluska. Bluska, what's good?
Much on, trying to do my best with the announcement that we're in the red zone now. Well, unfortunately, but why don't you tell us what's on the menu for today?
Just got to say we're in the red zone, but we're in the end zone too. So, Bluska. All right. So basically, what we got on the menu today, we got a nice episode today. I gotta say, like it's pretty monumental, like we've been talking earlier, and I'll let you take the lead on that. But the episode today, we're going to talk a little bit about the Packers because I think that's something that's close to you and close to our guests for today. We're also going to touch on living outside of Canada and how that's an interesting experience that people can probably vibe with. But yeah, Bluska, what's so special about this episode? Hit me.
Okay, here we go. Well, for the first time ever, we have two guests. So we're trying to make sure everything goes as smooth because we might get a little too excited. Or make sure everybody has a little bit of time to talk. So we got Daniel Craker and I guess I should just introduce you guys as Team Craker. How about that?
Team Craker, let's go.
Okay, no to your shirts, but why don't you guys introduce yourselves a little bit?
Go first. All right, hey guys, all the listeners. I'm Daniel Craker, best friend of Alan Kaberi and Bleska Kambamba for many years now. Lots going on, but we're still trying to stay positive with this wedding planning and stuff like that. But staying strong and hoping for the best. So yeah.
Awesome, Rebecca. You got a few things to say?
Sure, yeah. I'm Rebecca Galen, Daniel's fiance and member of the, friend gang.
Yeah.
I'm also a nurse and staying positive like Daniel said with COVID.
Okay. Well, since you guys are new on the show, we're gonna warm you up with a couple of intro questions. But I guess you guys both will have a chance to answer, but we'll alternate who goes first. So who wants to be the first person to answer? It's kind of like the wedding game, essentially, but we're doing it out loud. Okay, Daniel. Okay,
Right.
since we're talking about weddings and all this, who made the first move?
Ooh.
Oh, I'll say me. Yeah.
Rebecca?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Went in for the kiss.
Right.
Yeah.
He made the first move before he even kissed me. He made the first move when we first met.
True.
Okay,
Damn.
I dig it.
Okay.
Okay, where was your first date, Rebecca?
It was at Palisade South. Yeah, because I worked at Palisade North, but I didn't want to go there because I worked there. So
Oh, fair
had
enough.
the
We bowling or laser tag? No.
free bowling and laser tag.
Okay.
Okay. Very nice. Very.
Okay. Daniel, who is the better cook?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say it's pretty even. I mean, I like to feel pretty confident and give myself a slight edge, but I'd say overall we're pretty even.
Rebecca, do you concur?
I think so. Like we've been doing those like meal box things, and I've been like cooking them, but like it's not my creation. I'm just following step by step. They've been turning out pretty good, but I don't know if that gives me an edge over him.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Daniel, who's a louder snorer?
100% Rebecca, and
Ah,
very light
exposed.
sleeper, so she doesn't snore loudly. It's just I'm a very light sleeper, so any like even heavy breathing wakes me up, and she hears about it.
Yeah, he like
Air it out. Air out the laundry. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
One more on Rebecca, who's lasting longer in a deserted island all alone?
Ooh, I think me.
Ooh.
Definitely me.
Ooh.
He could barely handle living in a van. I don't think he can do a deserted island.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, that's a good, fair assessment.
Fair enough.
That's
Oh well.
cool.
So our question I want to add was to ask you about like a memory you could share, but like since you brought up the van, I'm kind of intrigued. Do you mind sharing us this memory of Daniel in the van?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Van Dan. No.
So we lived in New Zealand for 10 months. And a big thing there is like doing road trips and basically like living in the van for your road trip. So there was like, it was basically like a van, a regular, soccer mom van, but there was like a bed in it. There was like a freezer / like cooler type thing. And then we had like a little, what would you call it? Like to cook stuff on, like a grill, like a little portable grill.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Daniel basically hated it.
I didn't hate it.
You hated it. We would be standing out in the cold with the back of the van open, trying to like grill our chicken or our burgers. And then, one night we actually found out we had a rat or a mouse in our van.
Yeah.
And we could hear it running around while we were trying to sleep. So that wasn't good. He definitely wanted to quit at that point. Another night we were sleeping. They have these like kind of camp areas set up that are like some are free, some you pay a couple dollars for the night, and there's like no one there. It's pitch black in the middle of the forest. So we were trying to sleep, and all of a sudden we hear this like thud on the car, and we just like bolted to the front of the van, didn't even look outside, and just started driving. We're like, oh my God, someone's after us. We're driving a little bit, lights shine on a possum.
Wow.
Beady-eyed possum, and we're like, oh, that's probably what just jumped on our van.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely drove until we saw other people and then set up camp beside them.
Okay.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting exposed here.
Yeah, he definitely
Air it out.
We did not do the van again after that. We upgraded to like a more RV style.
Fair enough. So I'm happy it wasn't a wallaby, because that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Yeah.
Okay, Alan, why don't you introduce our first topic of the day?
Yeah. So just to dig into the sports section of our episode today, and I know that it's a very relatable type of content for both Bluska and our friend Daniel over here, and we're just gonna get your opinion on the Packers season. Like, do you think they are going all the way? And after that, just say, do you think Rodgers is the MVP? I mean, we just talked about this in our last episode. I know Bluska out here is pretty biased when it comes in. He even called him the GOAT. Like, I mean, that's a little bit sus, I'd say. I mean, Tom Brady's still out there.
Fastest to 400 touchdowns.
Hey man,
50 games before Tom Brady. Just let you know.
Don't worry, Mahomes will beat that. But anyways, Daniel, go ahead, dig in. What do you got to say on the Packers?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall I'm feeling pretty good about their chances this year. I mean, especially compared to the past few years. Honestly, though, I'm still pretty nervous about the defense, and that's going to be, I think, what might let us down in the end. I think the only way we're going to go all the way is if they keep getting turnovers. But honestly, they've only proven to do that against like sus teams. It's like the Bears and the Eagles. That's pretty easy to do. But when it comes to playoffs, I hope they step up as well, because if not, it's going to be all on Rodgers' shoulders, and we'll see what happens. But he always got a chance with him at quarterback. But I think they got a chance. I'm feeling good, and hopefully it works out. But yeah, right now I'd say he's definitely MVP. I wouldn't be surprised if he loses it, but because Mahomes is putting up basically the same numbers. But I think based off of what they have at their disposal, I think Rodgers has played better.
Okay.
I told you, Alan. I'm just saying. And he's doing a lot more with less. But Rebecca, I need to bring you in this conversation. Packers.
Yeah.
Can you do you have any memories of crazy games? Because like I can point out to like a couple of the Hail Marys where I just like lost my mind. Have you ever been like, whoa, like what's going on down there? Like what?
Definitely. Those like 4:30 Sunday games where we can't eat until it's over. Or,
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
sitting there with my laptop watching TV, my headphones in, and Daniel's watching his game on the big screen. And all of a sudden he's like, Rebecca, you need to see this. Look what he did. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't really care. But awesome. I'm glad that you love it.
That's jokes.
So can you name us one player other than Aaron Rodgers though?
Not on the Packers team. Like I know Tom Brady, but only because that's my dad's favorite.
The GOAT.
So
he's the GOAT.
that's it.
Fair. We're gonna work on that. And okay, so back to Daniel. I'm completely agreeing with you, especially with how we got dismantled by the 49ers last year. Who's to say we love that game? Who's to say that doesn't get repeated? Like I feel like we need a lead to be winning games, and obviously it's the name of the game. But without a lead, it's tough for us to be coming back, especially when a team is going to be on top of us on the scoreboard, and we're just trying to play catch up, and the defense is forced to maybe play the style that they aren't akin to, and then our pass rushers aren't necessarily getting the lanes that they would. But yeah, so in terms of that, Alan, what's your 1-2 on the Packers? What do you think?
Oh man, I got a hierarchy of teams that I like, but there's a hierarchy of teams that I don't really like, and I like to see them kind of lose sometimes. So I mean, Packers are on one of those lists, but I'm not going to tell you which one. But the Packers. I'm not going to tell you, Daniel. Like that's we keep that low key. But the Packers, to be honest, they're a good team, right? And obviously, there's not that many complete teams in the NFL. The Packers are going to win their division. They're going to have a home field playoff chance, and obviously, I don't think they do have the chance to get the number 1 seed in that bye, but they're gonna make the playoffs. They're coming in hot. Injuries are slowly healing up. Like you got Devontae Adams back. Alan Lazard should be back in the lineup. Marquez, I mean, if he doesn't start screwing up, I mean, like he's still an asset. But a figure, but I mean, you still got Aaron Jones killing it in the backfield. You have a tight end now, and like Tanyan, who's showing up, right? Like Jimmy Graham was nothing, to be honest, as a Packers tight end. But what I want to really know, Bleska and Daniel, is for Rebecca, do you think that like your partner being a Packers fan, do you think that's unbearable? Like what's your thoughts?
No, he tells me that they're winning, so I can support that. And other than like going against my dad's football team and some, butting heads in that sense, I'll support the Packers as long as he supports the Packers.
Yeah, fair enough. And
Aaron Rodgers.
And based off Daniel's mood after the 4:30 games, would you say that the Packers are on the road to Super Bowl maybe this year?
He seems very happy. And
Is he like,
I don't know if he has any sort of like rituals or those weird like things that people do, like socks that they don't wash because the team's winning. But I don't know. Whatever he's doing, it must be working because I think they're winning. The last I checked.
check his socks?